Stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego since the world.
Don't be trash.
The heroes, we the good guys. No blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell. Getting done. Keep it blunt enough. You can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go. Wide 8. 7, Mike 57.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So a big
OMG.
play to kick off the drive, set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed.
Why
They
you
didn't
going
use it
for
on the
2?
PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
On one, ready?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
11, it's on.
Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Burrow on 3rd down. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Come on, fellas. On one, ready?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Let's get set.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 180. What is that?
Check Mike. Watch 85. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Check.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Gun. Dot. They gotta go. Dot.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Big third.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Mike, 55.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Joker. 180.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys
Bailout boy.
offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Pick it up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 157 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he loses the football a second time. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Burrow will throw.
55, Mike.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
169 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've been trying. Haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Watch 57. Watch the slant. Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mike, 57. It's going to be a long day. We're going to 53.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here we go. 57.
Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's it, baby.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
57.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how they're driving.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Micah Parsons. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense.
Insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up,
ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we laying the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on a sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
So we got man.
Mike.
Rodgers going to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
Check 55 to Mike. It's our time.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike 52.
From the 27, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Green 18.
Set the tone, defense.
Back north.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 25.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Hey, 88.
Let's get up.
Throwing is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Man out, man out, man.
43 rail.
Check.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. And what I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Okay, break.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Ready.
7. Rip right. Hey, tight end's right. Watch
On the ball. Set, go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 45, white. To the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready, go.
Here's Mostert.
Tighten up. Pull together.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football.
Blue 58. 52 right here. 52. Throw me.
Kill.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Black 40.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
319.
Watch 55. Check Mike. Mike 55.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's get it. 7's a Mike. You. Ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mike 7. I got him.
Drill green.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you.
Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
258. 52's the Mike. Hey, check 26. Check.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're for hand.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Brought down at the 20. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
No, check that.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Slam.
Now Jones. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And bring it. Seven's a mic.
Ready, go.
A quick slant to Hill. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they try to go for it on. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I'm coming.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, it's our house.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Needle blue.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Tagovailoa. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player.
biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolves. 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Check the hot read.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Switch, switch.
Ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Key 26, key 26. Single, 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 single.
Dragon 60.
42, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, check that. Street.
On second down, there's the option going left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win. And
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All day, dog.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. General West. Watch the boots, watch the boots.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got him.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Mayfield. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Mayfield on play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Prescott on play action. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And out across midfield down to the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expecting the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all receptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm
screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance in them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is about legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
YOLO!
54 Mike. Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, 15.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Here we go. 70 Lion. Double tight.
Hey, 4 down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo. Tight as
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Purdy bootlegging it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Yellow. I got 15. 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Let's go.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. And
major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You are the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Cousins to throw it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
But first down hurts. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
And filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Kill, turn up. Lucky 50. Kill, turn up.
Here's Cook again. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
6-0 our score after one.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Ready, ready.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Hey, check.
Hurts.
Check. Watch 54, watch 54.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ready, set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
7 Pirates.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They go play action with Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The offense.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to eat the box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with him, boy, all we gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap people. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishing stakes. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. You think you gonna get this?
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Okay, break.
55. Check. 55. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
55 to Mike. Check. 55.
On 2nd and a yard. Herbert flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Slams.
18 Cardinal. 18
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Mike's 49.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.